What's happening, people? Welcome to the South African Canon, the most electrifying show in sports entertainment today. Today, we're going to look back on yesterday's game. Arsenal 1, Crystal Palace 0. 0. So it's another win in the bag for Arsenal. It was quite a game, a stalemate. No, it wasn't. It was quite boring, actually. Um, but yeah, we will discuss everything and then we'll go through our player ratings and have a quick discussion about the Premier League. Ne? So let's go. As you'll see, you've got Arsenal 1, Crystal Palace 0. Arsenal had a total of 9 shots, 3 of them were on target. Crystal Palace had 5 shots, none on target. So once again, it was a game where Raya basically could have pulled out the camping chair and just hung out with himself, smoke a cigar. Yeah, it happens. When you have such a good defense like Arsenal's, what else can we expect? So, possession wise, Arsenal 60%, Crystal Palace 40, and then you'll see that Arsenal have 461 passes to Crystal Palace's 242. Pass accuracy 88% to the 85 of Crystal Palace. We're not going to go into too much detail. My problem is the 60% and the 461 um, passes, ball possession that we had, the 461 passes. Why couldn't we break them down? That was basically our strongest 11. And we are going to have a quick look at the 11. Um, the, my problem immediately. We've got Eze, who's creative. Bukayo Saka, who's creative. Trossard, who's creative. And you've got Zubamendi and Rice, who could actually who can pitch in with a goal or two, or a goal. You've got Calafiore, who is a wild one when it comes to running forward, creating stuff. And Gabriel, Saliba, and Urien Timber. All of them can hit the ball from a corner, free kick, or a simple tap in. The point that I'm trying to make is that what is happening? What the hell is happening? Is this why Arsenal is creating such controversy when it comes to pattern of play and how teams are preparing for league games and using more of the dead ball situation to score goals? I don't know. But what I can see is that we've scored more goals from dead ball situations than I almost said from alive ones. But it's unfortunately the case. I know the game is about scoring goals, which is the reason why more and more managers are starting to use more long throw-ins, the free kicks, the uh, direct free kicks. You'll see more headed goals into the net, more goals from corners. Why? Because Arsenal has created this idea that this is the best way to prepare and to ensure that you do not leave gaps defensively. So it is quite a defensive way of play from Mikel Arteta. I am not too impressed when it comes to this playing style because I think we've got the capacity, we've got the players, we finally have the players to create a through ball. Jokeris, one on one with the goalkeeper, where Jokeris go or chips the keeper. The point that I'm trying to make is that I feel like we are creating goals, but I feel like within time, teams are going to be able to see what we are planning, and they will sooner than later they'll put a stop to what we are doing, basically. But yeah, let's go to the player ratings. David Raya in goal, no shots on target from Crystal Palace. That is an easy 7. His ball distribution was alright. Urian Timber, Urian Timber, that Timber! 8 out of 10. Calafiore had an average game. Strangely enough, we did not see him go forward a lot of the times. Ne? So it was a quiet game, but it was simply fine. He didn't do anything extraordinary. So that's a 6 for Calafiore. Saliba, another 6. He only played the first half. He went off with an injury. Then you've got Gabriel, assisted, or the assistant to the goal. Rice, free kick. Gabriel, assist. Eze, goal. So yeah, 8.5, and Gabriel Magalhaes is my man of the match. If we go to the middle, we'll see that we've got Zubamendi and Rice. Zubamendi had a fine game. But like I said in earlier videos, Zubamendi is giving me, in some games at least, not all of the times, but it's giving me El Neni vibes. It's always sideways. I feel like Ateta really needs to put him in the 8, and so that he can distribute the ball. I definitely feel like he's a better passer than Rice. I don't know if that's controversial, but I feel like he's definitely a better passer. So Zubamendi, that's a 6 for him. It was a right game. Rice, 7.5 with a beautiful dead ball kick. He didn't do anything extraordinary. I don't know whether or not, I can't say he's not given the tools. I just feel like structure wise, Arteta could use our players in a different and better way. Then we've got Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka, that is ah 6.5. Uh was he worse than Trossard? 6.5 for Saka. He got doubled up a lot, and yeah, it happens. It always happens to him. This is actually the first game where I actually saw that even though Gyökeres is playing up front, usually what happens is that Gyökeres throws 2 to 3 defenders to him, and Saka is open so that he can do his thing on the right hand side. So he frees up Saka, but this did not happen in the game. And that's why Saka is getting a 6.5. He couldn't do anything. There were always 2 to 3 defenders on him. Trossard, it was another disappointing game. A disappointing game for Trossard. It could have been and it should have been so much better. He doesn't have the pace. He doesn't have. He's technically better than Martinelli on the ball, but he doesn't have the pace, the physicality, the defensive discipline to go back and help Calafiore. Even though in this game Calafiore didn't have a lot of trouble with their right back or right attack, right wing. So that's a 6 for Trossard. Eze, let's go to our goal scorer, and I think he got man of the match. Eze, I am quite worried about Eze. Like I said in my post-match video, it's like he disappears and then he reappears into games. 5 minutes, you won't see him at all, or you'll see him jogging around or lose the ball and not tracking back. And I want to refer to one instance where he lost the ball in a good position, and Arteta was screaming at him for he was too slow in reacting to trying to defend the ball carrier of Crystal Palace. So it's an I would say it's a 7.5 for is a 7.5. I am just not willing to give him an 8. I wasn't that impressed. I am still not impressed by his performances, but I know it will take time, and I believe that he will simply get better and better as the run of games comes along. Next, let's talk about the disappearance act. act by Victor Jokeris. He's there, but he wasn't there. The man who plays with, those builder's boots that you buy at Build It, who can't seem to basically run past a defender. Even though the quality of the balls from Saka and Trossard was not really um, of that, that quality we expect from them. But I didn't see anything that Victor Jokeris or anything different that he brings to the game in this specific game than what Havertz brings to the table. Um, I know it's a six. It's just an average performance. He didn't score. He didn't do anything. There was a corner, the one that Gabriel got injured. I basically think he ducked out of that. He could have scored a goal. If that was Gabriel, he would have taken the chance and scored and put his head to the ball and simply scored the goal. And I feel like he ducked out of that receiving ball. So that's a six for Victor Jokeris. That is a six for Victor Jokeris. Um, Once again, don't forget to subscribe, like the channel. I would really appreciate it if you guys can join me growing this platform, using this platform and growing the South African canon to where I think it can be. Let's look at the subs. Mosquera came on halftime. In Capia, he came on for his first stint for Arsenal. Martinelli came on. Marino came on. Skelly came on. We'll simply give them an average of 6 marks out of 10. They didn't really change the game. But I am extremely happy that Incapia got his stint and could get his first game for Arsenal. Now, guys, I wanted to talk about these two. Yes, guys. So next, I wanted to talk about these two and the captain issue. Do you guys feel like Bukayo Saka needs to be the captain of Arsenal Football Club? I have no idea, but I have an opinion. My opinion is simple. Saka is Arsenal's best player, and Saka should not be captain. Saka should not be captain. Saka should be focusing on being healthy. Number one, being healthy and scoring and winning games for Arsenal. It is as simple as that. Gabriel and Rice has been showing all of the qualities to uh, to be the elite captain that we need. Um, Rice, for instance, he has won a European trophy and led West Ham to that European trophy, which shows that he can do it. Gabriel, the passion he shows for this football club, it is humongous. Everyone loves him at this club, and I feel like it is his time. He should be getting an opportunity. He should be getting an opportunity to basically show what he can do. Um, so if you agree with me or disagree with me, comment, like, share, whatever the case might be. But I really would like your input in the discussion between should Saka be captain. I feel Gabriel should be. I wouldn't even mind if Rice became the captain. But this system of five different captains and the whatever by Mikel Arteta, we want a leader, or I want a leader, and I can see Gabriel as the the Arsenal captain, and he's definitely a brilliant leader as we can see. So subscribe to the channel, like, and please comment. Comment. I will respond to your comments. Thank you for watching. See you guys. Shop shop.